You ever wonder how some people seem to just conquer their day before most of us have even had our first coffee? Well, today we're diving into exactly that. We're talking about the 5 morning habits of super successful people. And listen, these aren't just random tips you find online. This is a proven system for winning your day. And it all kicks off with one simple question.
You know the feeling, right? The alarm blares, you hit snooze. Maybe a few times. And when you finally drag yourself out of bed, you're already playing defense. You're reacting to emails, rushing to get out the door, and it feels like the day is just happening to you. But what if you could flip that script? What if you could take back control?
All right, so here's the roadmap for how we're going to do that. We're going to break down 5 key habits. Start strong, move with purpose, find your focus, define your day, and finally fuel your engine. Let's get into it.
Okay, number one, start strong. This is all about waking up early and consistently. It's about reclaiming those first few hours of the day for you. This one habit sets the tone for absolutely everything that follows.
But let's get one thing straight right away. The key here isn't waking up at some insane hour like 4 a.m. No way. The real secret, the real power, is consistency. Seriously, waking up at 6:30 every single morning is way more powerful than randomly waking up at 4 a.m. once a month and feeling miserable.
So why is that so important? Well, think about it. In those early hours, the world is quiet, your phone isn't buzzing, the emails haven't started flooding in, there are zero distractions. It's this perfect golden window of time to just think, to breathe, and to actually plan your day before everyone else starts demanding a piece of it.
All right, habit number 2 builds right on top of that. It's time to move with purpose. Now that you're up, the next step is to get your body moving. And listen, this doesn't have to be some crazy, intense workout. We're talking about intentional movement.
You know, every single morning you face this choice. You can stay in bed, passively scrolling through social media, which, let's be honest, just drains your energy. Or you can choose active movement. And we're not talking a lot of time here. Just 15 minutes of intentional movement can literally change the entire course of your day.
Yeah, think of it like an investment in yourself. It's not just about fueling your physical energy, though it definitely does that. It's about sharpening your mental focus. Whether you do some yoga, go for a quick walk, or hit the gym, your body and your brain will be thanking you for the rest of the day.
Okay, so we've woken up the body. Now it's time to dial in the mind. Habit number 3 is all about finding your focus, usually through some form of mindfulness or reflection. And I love this idea that it's like clearing out all the mental clutter before the chaos of the day even begins. You know how your computer desktop gets cluttered with files and open windows? Our minds are kind of the same. This morning practice is your chance to close all those tabs and start with a totally clean slate.
And look, this is way simpler than it sounds. You don't have to sit in silence for an hour. It could be just a few minutes of deep breathing. Or maybe journaling 1 or 2 things you're grateful for. Even using a simple meditation app counts. The whole point is to bring that stress level down and get your focus razor sharp before the world comes knocking. Okay, so now your mind is clear. This leads us perfectly into habit number 4. Define your day. This is where you set your priorities and get super intentional about where you're going to put your energy. This one is so important. The goal is to focus on progress, not just on being busy. It's so easy to fill a day with busy work, stuff that feels productive, but doesn't actually move the needle on your big goals. This habit is about figuring out what really, truly matters. It's about working smart. So what's the secret? It's the number 3. That's it. Don't write a giant, overwhelming to-do list that you'll never finish. Instead, just identify your top 3 priorities for the day. The 3 things that, if you get them done, will make the day a win. This brings so much clarity. It's a game changer. And finally, we've arrived at habit number 5, the one that supports everything else we've talked about. Fuel your engine. You've got your body awake, your mind clear, your priorities set. Now you need the energy to actually make it all happen. And we're talking about 2 kinds of fuel here. First, for your body, right? A healthy breakfast, plenty of water, that's a given. But just as crucial is fuel for your mind. So many successful people start their day by reading a few pages of a book or listening to a podcast. Something to get inspired, to learn something new. Okay, so this is where it all clicks into place. What we've been talking about isn't just a random list of habits you can pick and choose from. The real magic happens when you see them as a powerful morning system. Just look at how this flows. You start strong by waking up consistently. That gives you the time to move with purpose. That movement helps you find your focus. With that focus, you can define your day. And then you fuel your engine to go out and execute that plan. You see, each step just naturally flows into the next. It's a complete system.
And really, this is the whole point. Success doesn't come from one giant leap. It's built from the small habits you repeat, day after day after day. It's all about consistency, and your morning routine is the foundation for all of it. So that brings us to the final question. And honestly, it's the most important one. This isn't about what other people do. It's about you. Looking at these 5 habits, what's the one small thing you can start tomorrow morning that your future self is going to thank you for?